What's up, guys? Give Local York. It is 2 o'clock. Give Local York 2020. We have raised $1.2 million, almost $1.3 million at this point. 5,927 donors and 301 organizations have benefited so far from Give Local York. I am joined by my good friend, Miss Sarah Chain, with United Way of York County. And Sarah, please tell us about the very important, I've been talking about it all day, the York County COVID-19 Response Fund.
Yeah, so thank you for the shout outs and all the support so far today. We've been really fortunate to see incredible support for the fund so far. The York County COVID-19 Response Fund was established in partnership with the York County Community Foundation and other philanthropic partners as an opportunity to support nonprofits in York County who are already doing the work to meet the immediate and increased needs due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So we know that we have really strong nonprofit partners, really strong partner agencies who are kind of in the mix of it, already serving folks who have needs for food and for housing, and the fund was really a way to support them and the work that they're doing because so many of our neighbors are in crisis at this point.
Yeah, and all day I've been framing Give Local. We've really got two boxes that we're putting organizations into right now. We have the set of box that features organizations that will help us return to normalcy at some point. We have our arts organizations. We have highlighting an organization like Dream Rights, for example. We need to make sure that they are properly funded so that they can continue summer camps and their theater programs. But we have an immediate need, and I think that is what the United Way COVID-19 Response Fund is going to be so great at. We have organizations that are directly supporting our residents in this time of need. So response has been great so far. It looks like $40,000 raised from just 90 donors. And talk to us. York Traditions Bank matched $7,500 of funds, correct?
They did. We had great support from York Traditions Bank. They had a dollar for dollar match going on. And actually, I think by about 11 a.m., we had kind of completed that match. So really grateful to them for their support, for encouraging generosity throughout the day.
Yeah, it's excellent. And York Traditions is obviously a valued partner of Give Local York as well. So, like I said, we've been talking about COVID-19 response all day. But tell us a little bit about the United Way in general. Outside of COVID-19 Response Fund, your organization supports and equips partner agencies all year round. So talk to us a little bit about that too.
Yeah, so United Way of York County focuses on building a stronger, caring community, and we do that through gifts to the community fund, which support more than 60 programs at our 35 partner agencies, focused primarily on education, health, and financial stability, but kind of bringing together the resources that maybe on their own couldn't accomplish what York County needs, and trying to amplify that impact through partnership and working together.
So obviously we expect that not only our residents, but our nonprofit community will be impacted by this pandemic for quite some time. And we're thankful that the United Way and the Community Foundation were so responsive, so quick to that. What is next for the United Way? I mean, you've got the COVID-19 Response Fund. You're working with the Community Foundation and other donors to grow that. And that's really for the foreseeable future, right? To build that fund as large as possible and help those partner agencies?
Absolutely. So we just last week made the first round of grants from the COVID-19 Response Fund, more than $186,000 to 8 local York County nonprofits who are meeting increased needs for food. And so organizations of all sizes, kind of across York County, able to help our neighbors. I think it was more than 1.2 million pounds of food for 24,000 families. So really excited to get those first grants out. Next up, we're focusing on helping families remain in their homes through eviction prevention, focusing on some of the housing needs. But we know that the longer that the pandemic continues, the more need we're going to see. I worry that maybe we haven't even seen the worst of it yet as it continues, as unemployment continues to rise. And so both United Way and the Community Foundation are committed to, continuing to raise funds to meet the needs that maybe we haven't even anticipated at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And, like I said, really appreciate the United Way, Community Foundation, and the COVID Response Fund. If you are looking for that on Give Local, go to givelocalyork.org. If you just search for the United Way, it comes up right there. And then Sarah, if they wanted to find out information about the United Way in general, where can they go on the internet to find that?
Yeah, so happy to share our website. That's unitedway-york.org. We've got some information about the programs that we fund and what we support in the community. And we also have a regularly updated COVID-19 resources page that links to the Health and Human Services Helpline 211 for folks who might need assistance with resources, and has some volunteer opportunities on there as well for folks who want to lend a hand.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Sarah. Sarah, if we can shift, if you're comfortable with it, I know that you are an engaged Yorker. Give Local is important to you. What other organizations would you like to highlight in this conversation? Obviously, we'll make sure that people give to United Way, but I know that there's some organizations that are near and dear to your heart too. So if you'd like to highlight one or two, feel free.
Yeah, absolutely. I was happy to support United Way today and the Response Fund, but also really happy to support Cable House Presents, a local concert series in Central Market, York, put on by my good friend JJ Sheffer. Really excited to have the opportunity to gather again and hear some live music once this blows over, and make sure that they can stick around. The other one that I'll give a hat tip to is Horn Farm Center. I've been a CSA participant with them for a couple of years, but they're doing really good work around regenerative agriculture and making sure that we have some food to eat from time to time. So I'm happy to support them as well.
Yeah. So Chris, it seems like we talked a little bit with JJ about the virtual story slam that she did. She's looking at more virtual concerts with Cable House. So again, we're ticking all of those boxes. We've got the United Way helping with the immediate response, and then we have our creative nonprofit leaders as well working on how we kind of bridge that gap. We heard it this morning with the Culture Alliance with Kelly and Katie, with the York Artist Response Fund to help kind of bridge that gap for our performing artists in that community as well. So it sounds like everything's turning in that direction.
Yeah. And Sarah, I just wanted to jump on for a second here to say thank you for all the great work that you guys do. Obviously, the United Way is playing a major, major role in the recuperation process across the country, not just in Northeast PA, but everywhere. There's a lot of people hurting. And I just wanted to make sure I express my gratitude to you and to your organization for everything that you guys are doing. I know you have a major impact on a lot of the nonprofits and a lot of the people up there. So
yeah, thanks for saying that. Really, it's a shout out to the donors and the companies, the foundations. Really, it's a reminder that time and time again, when York County needs help, we really step up to help one another. So fortunate to be a part of that.
Awesome. Well, Sarah, thanks so much. We won't take any more of your time. If you want to leave the room, feel free. And if you're still watching, givelocalyork.org. Search for the United Way and keep supporting great organizations. So, Chris, we are at $1.3 million officially, $1,314,459. Ooh, that's a fun one. We just crossed over to 6,000 donors, 6,006 donors.
That's really what it's all about today, Philip, I think, is those donors. We were talking before on Facebook, and again, if you're watching on YouTube, you can come check us out on Facebook and vice versa. Today is all about those donors. You can actually go to the Give Local York website and you could submit your own supporter video, and you can tell us why you support a specific organization. Certainly, Philip and I have spoken to many, many deserving organizations so far today. And we love hearing your stories. So whether you want to tag us on Instagram at Give Local York or use that hashtag on Twitter, of course, we've been seeing the Facebook posts coming in all day long. This is what it's all about, Philip. And I know that this is a special day that you and Megan look forward to all year round. And, despite the challenging circumstances here in 2020, it sure seems like we're we're really doing a lot of great work. And the viewers and the listeners and the donors are doing a lot of great work for the nonprofits up there.
Well, what I really think is interesting, and obviously we're in the midst of it now, so we haven't had a chance to really flesh out this conversation, but Give Local York and Give Days in general, you're well aware it's about the giving, but there's so much more that happens on the streets in the community during that day. There's events and there's First Fridays. It's been really interesting so far today. We're laser focused on these organizations and on these donors, and although it has been quite a shift to be online only, I think that it really has allowed us to take a deep dive into these organizations, have direct conversations with staff, board members, volunteers, and really learn more about how they're directly serving the community. So from that point of view, I think that that's a huge win for us. And I really thank you, thank Facebook, thank Switcher Studio and YouTube, which we're using on the back end here to give us that platform, because without that, we wouldn't be able to connect with the viewers that are quite literally stuck at home watching us, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, Philip, thank you again for the kind words. I do really appreciate that. I think today, and again, I'm a Long Island kid living in South Carolina. This has been an incredible experience for me personally, too, to learn so much about what makes York such a special place. And, I've sent my regards a few times today that I really wish I could have had a chance to meet you and Megan and many of these folks that we're talking to today in person. But in lieu of that, I think we've really been able to do some pretty special things so far today. I don't want to jinx anything because we still got plenty of broadcasts to go. We're going to keep putting Philip's feet to the fire. And we are waiting for our next guest to jump in here as well. So
I switched over while we're waiting on our next guest, which is Lisa from White Rose Senior Center, I believe. Just taking a look at the website here. So again, we're up to 6,018 donors, $1,317,594 raised for 301 organizations. Absolutely crazy. This is a look at our leaderboard here. So we've got Eichelberger Performing Arts Center still up there at the top at 73,000. But look at that. United Way of York County just shot up to number 2 in the middle of our conversation with Sarah. That's crazy. They were at 42,000 when we started our conversation with Sarah. They've now jumped up. They got a $20,000 gift in there, I would suspect, or maybe 2 $10,000 gifts. That's excellent. Catalasso Family Health Center sitting at $46,926, 214 donors. York County Food Bank, 293 donors. Community Progress Council, 317 donors. I love those numbers, and I think that you've learned that about me throughout this day. I love the $5, $10, $15, $25 contributions, because that's really the spirit of Give Local York and of big give days.
Yeah, I'm just pulling myself back up on the screen here, Philip. That's what it's all about. Those $5, $10 donations, again, they all matter so much. And we've put up that 10,000 donor number as our big goal for the day. I think we're well on our way, but that really depends on you, the viewers. So if you're watching this right now live on the page, you can hit that thumbs up button, leave some comments, and better yet, text this video to your friends. Say, check this out. Right now, York, PA is the philanthropic center of the world. We're broadcasting some really incredible stuff here. And, Philip, I know you do a lot of work with the city as well. And this is really, to finish my point, that this is really just a great representation of the city of York as well, and the great things that you guys are doing in the community. So
yeah, and Chris,
it's really been a blessing to meet so many of these best people.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris, I'm going to mute my tab real quick. It looks like we have Lisa that joined us, but before I introduce Lisa, of course. So we're in the middle of Give Local York. If you're just joining us, $1.3 million with 6,038 donors. So we have just been joined by Miss Lisa Kraut. So in just a second, I'm going to introduce Lisa and let her talk about her organization. But if you are on the Give Local York web page, and you type in White Rose Senior Center, you will find the White Rose Senior Center. So they've got they've raised $4,278 so far, and I am just astounded. I love their page. They've got some pretty great goals here. They've got 63 donors, COVID-19 response. So I am really excited. I'm looking for the thumbs up from Chris, but really excited to toss it over to Lisa. So Lisa, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Tell us about the White Rose Senior Center and all that you've got going on. I love your butterfly on top there. It's great.
Wow. Well, thanks. As you could tell, I have like goofy attire on because we are a White Rose Senior Center and we like to have fun. That's our tagline. So we've been around since 1984. And right now we are doing quite a little bit different stuff than what we've done in the past. In the past, when it's a normal life, we have people in here, 100 different people. We speak English and here, a bilingual staff. We have lots of fun. Of course, now with COVID-19, we are serving lunches outside on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then we are doing home delivered meals on Monday to all of our 130 home delivered meal clients who are the most vulnerable. I'd like to give a big shout out to all the home delivered meal drivers. Y'all are awesome. Couldn't do it without you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know, Lisa, White Rose Senior Center really values your partnerships. I believe, York Food Bank, Central Pennsylvania Food Bank, who are also participating in Give Local York. So it really highlights how everything is connected. Now, I want to highlight here, let's see, $50 provides programming for crafts and games for 15 center members. $100 provides live entertainment for an event for 125 center members. $250, 2 different exercise classes, and $1,000, 1 month's rent and paper products for the restrooms for 3 months. It sounds like you guys just have so much programming, really keep your folks engaged. What is the impact of Give Local York? I mean, this is part of the fundraising effort that enables that to happen for you throughout the year.
So this year, this isn't what we had planned, the whole COVID-19, none of us expected. But this year, since we've been doing the takeout and been closed to the public since March 17th, we have been doing some Facebook Live kind of programming, some Zoom. And unfortunately, not all of our center members have access to the internet, even have access to devices. In the past, we have partnered up with York College Gerontology class and Michael Pottiger with Generation Connect, and we have done some iPad classes and training. I see that going huge now. I think people are going to know that they are not connected and they need to stay connected. So hopefully the money we raise, we can put it towards some devices. I'd love to talk to some internet companies and get some support that way because we need it. It's all over the county. The internet's not always the greatest in every section. And we are feeling that with everybody. So hopefully that's what a lot of that money goes to. Just $50. I was just thinking about that today, thinking, normally in a normal day and times we are like in here doing programming, like I said. But what we're using now with that $50 we have gone through so many cases of paper that we're handing out paper games and activities for people to do when they get their lunch. The phenomenal amount of resources that are out there for COVID-19, like the food banks and different things. So it's all the information. We're like an information referral source is what our big role is here right now, along with food.
So you guys, I know, are very active on Facebook and social media, so people can find you year-round on Facebook and see what you're up to. You also have a website, whiteroseseniorcenter.org. I got to ask, Lisa, tell me about the turtle.
Okay, the turtle. I have been here for 28 years now. And so the very first year, the director who was prior to me and I decided that we wanted to have a big carnival, invite all the senior centers. So for 21 years, we held the annual turtle race. And so it was an aluminum roasting pan that was inverted, and we had them decorate them and make them into turtles. We have turtles all over the place here. I don't know if you could see on the back of the shelf behind me. I'll just hold my phone up a little bit, but I don't know if you could see it. I'm going the wrong direction, I believe. Maybe that way. But anyhow, turtles are our thing. People bring them all over the place. And some people think, do you think we're slow as turtles? No. Our thing is that slow and steady wins the race. So we have lots of fun with turtles. We have live turtles that we have in a tank, and, just turtles everywhere.
Well, that is awesome. So really appreciate you joining us. You guys are doing absolutely phenomenal for Give Local, and I know that you will keep it up. So if there's one takeaway, one direct conversation plea that you want to give to the folks that are watching this, and of course you can share this YouTube video on your page later, speak directly to them and tell them why White Rose Senior Center is important to you.
White Rose Senior Center is important to the older adult community in our area. We are the resource. We are the link to them living a long, healthy life and having a lot of fun. Like I started out, our tagline is that we like to have fun here. And if people don't go out of here having a good time, then I feel like we didn't do our job. So all the support you guys can give to us in the community is greatly appreciated. I know we have 3 more staff challenges that we're trying to do. For every $1,000 we do, we are getting doing staff challenges. So Nicole just had her hair dyed fuchsia, and Elba yelled out seconds. She's our lunch lady. And I think the next person is Brenda, and she's going to sing How Great Thou Art for the next $1,000. I am getting a coconut cream pie smashed in my face for the following $1,000. And then ending up is Jenna. She is letting her 3-year-old little girl, Jalen, paint her face with a lot of cool makeup. Well, probably cool. Lipstick.
Now, I gotta ask, do you not like coconut cream pie? That doesn't seem like that thing.
I love coconut cream pie. So
that's great.
I know, so it seems like a waste, doesn't it?
The organization gets another $1,000 and you get a delicious pie right in your face. Lisa, thank you so much. It has been an absolute pleasure. And best of luck for the rest of the evening. So, Lisa.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Lisa was with White Rose Senior Center. Go to givelocalyork.org. Look up White Rose Senior Center. So we are sitting at 6,114 donors with 1,340,000, almost 343,000 up. $343,000 raised for 302 organizations. So we've got a lot more to come tonight. We have more interviews at 3:00. I will be talking to Jess Brubaker, very, very good friend, community leader, and a just really spectacular organization we're all looking forward to. And then we'll be speaking with the York Suburban Education Foundation as well. So there's a number of really cool prizes coming up. If you go to the website, stay on the website, click the prizes link right up at the top, you can get more information about the prizes that are coming available. But yeah, we're just in the thick of it now. We've got 9 hours, 32 minutes, and 31 seconds left for Give Local York 2020. Whew! All right, I will see everybody at 3:00. I'd hold up my sign, but I threw it at the beginning of this video, so I can't even do that. Give where you live. Cool. All right, I'm going to go lay in a dark space.